Hey everybody, welcome to Between the Pages. I'm Rick Cook, and today we're talking with John Dover. Hey John, how's it going?
It's good. How are you today, Rick?
I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm loving the sunshine. This is a great day. I need more sunshine in December, less rain.
Agreed.
So, folks, John is a very talented trumpet player and a professional musician and teacher. He's a founding member of the 3Ds and the lead trumpet for the Portlandia Brass, and he can be heard around Portland and the Pacific Northwest or wherever he's called. He's kind of like Batman. He just shows up, you show the signal in the sky, and boom, John Dover's there. He's contributed to several horror anthologies. He's the author of the Johnny Scotch novellas and comic book series. He also has a trumpet methodology book called The Intentional Trumpeter. His latest book is a vampire spaghetti western called Once Upon a Fang in the West, published by Not a Pipe Publishing. And he also has a branded whiskey called Aftermath that goes along with this book. Now, if you enjoy blood and gore and vampires, this is a great book. A fast-paced plot. I enjoyed it very much. It's good stuff, John. Really good.
Great. Thank you.
John is one of the authors featured in the anthology that's coming out called The Phone. All stories in the book talk about a strange chrome-plated payphone that shows up when someone dies. It gives the main character one last chance to talk to someone, a deceased person, on the other end in sort of a one-way conversation. Or in John's case of his story, eavesdrop on that phone call. So John, you've got two stories in this anthology. One is called George, and the other is How May I Connect Your Call?
Mhm.
So tell me, what challenges did you face writing How May I Connect Your Call?
Mostly in setting the tone. I knew that this particular project would kind of lean on the heavier side of tonality, and I was really trying to challenge myself to get out of my horror zone and out of my noir flavoring and try and find a little bit lighter side of my writing aspects.
No whiskey drinking in this one?
There's no whiskey drinking in this particular one,
Okay.
which is a first.
Yeah. So when you wrote the story, what excited you about writing it?
I thought it was just exciting to kind of create a character that was, so hell-bent on doing the wrong thing. Even though it seems like an innocuous thing to others, his wrong thing was to find out, what was so important about this particular mode of communication.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, do you have a particular methodology? Like, talk about how you approached writing this story. Did you start with an idea and work towards it, or did you kind of just throw some stuff down on paper and finally you caught some rubber?
Yeah, I'm very much a pantser when it comes to writing anyways. So when I got this one, I just kind of let the first, I let the first sentence kind of guide me. And with this one, the first thing that popped up, it actually reminded me a lot. For whatever reason, I tapped into a very long ago when I was actually worked in a call center, and just the feel of it, the smell of it, all the aspects of being, that low man on the totem pole, and like what would happen if you were, a non-participatory element within this phone call system.
So this is a little bit of your guilty conscience coming through.
I don't know if it's guilty per se. I
Hello.
didn't say I did it for very long.
No, autobiographical, right?
That's right.
Okay. Well, with respect to the anthology, did you have a story in mind that you did not write or that you were afraid to tell?
I tend to stay away from realism or delving too close to biographical or however you want to think of it. That's where I tend to kind of shy away from, is like this story definitely has an aspect that if you wanted to, you could do that deep dive into your own id and help people discover some darkness inside you, or even some light, depending on how you approach it. But that was a place I just chose to stay away from.
Okay, cool. Now, if the phone were real, who would you call first?
I thought about that. It's like I think if there was someone I was going to have a conversation with, there was a mentor of mine, a music mentor that passed away a few years ago.
Oh,
He was such an inspiration to me, basically giving me permission to explore music beyond the page and beyond my own preconceived boundaries of what it could be. Um, so if there was someone I could have a conversation with, say that last thank you to, honestly, it would be him.
oh, that's nice. Nice. It's always good to thank the people that helped you become who you are.
I agree. I agree.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this up with a lightning round. So I'm going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. Don't think about them. Just give me the first thing that comes to mind. So, for example, if I say cornet or flugelhorn, you'd say
Flugelhorn all day long.
flugelhorn, mellow.
Yeah.
All right, what is your favorite word?
Versatility.
Okay, all right. And your least favorite word?
Failure.
Okay, yeah. What turns you on?
Good sense of humor.
All right, and turns you off?
Ignorance.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. What sound or noise do you love?
Trumpet.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
And what noise or sound do you hate?
Badly played trumpet.
Okay. Narrow.
Whether it's by myself or someone else, I don't care. When it's bad, it's bad.
Right. And here's my favorite. What's your favorite curse word?
Bullocks.
Bollocks. Ah, okay. We're going Old English there.
Old English. Got a lot of character and
History.
va-va-voom to it.
Deep.
History, yeah.
Deep, yeah. So if you weren't going to be a writer, what other profession would you like to attempt?
Yes.
Chef. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Some of the best storytellers on the planet. But it's all on a plate.
Right. Oh, yeah. I hadn't really thought about that. That's true. All right. And then the converse of that, what profession would you not care for?
Insurance adjuster.
Yeah, that would be pretty darn boring.
Yeah.
All right. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you show up at the pearly gates?
The band's all here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good deal. Well, guess what? All of those answers are correct. So you win the consolation prize. Yay!
Yay!
You get a few septillion, billion, quadrillion electrons coming your way in the form of visual and verbal affection and appreciation for you taking the time to be here today. Thank you very much, John.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rick.
There you have it, folks. An introspective look at John Dover, one of the authors featured in the new anthology, The Phone. If you want to learn more about him or his writing, please grab a copy of this book. You should be able to order it later in December through Amazon.com, or you can ask your favorite local bookstore to order it. The Phone from Three Bird View Press. Thank you very much, John. Have a brilliant day.
You as well, Rick.
Bye.